All right, this is Gerald W. Brister, and we're doing a little question and answer here for probably 2 or 3 videos. A lot of things have piled up, and topics are the most interesting are the ones that you ask about. One of them I was asked about probably a year ago. I made a video about fire retardant clothing, FRs. And if you saw it, you can go back probably about a year. And I'm not a big fan of fire retardant clothing at all. Never have been. I think it's a big scam, but it's actually worse than that. If you go look up fire retardants, and it's a big billions and billions of dollar industry, okay? And when industry makes chemicals, and I forget how many thousand chemicals there are, it's like if you're in the West in the old days and you butcher a cow and you don't want to waste anything. You eat the brains, you eat this, you eat the organs, okay? And when they make chemicals and they have byproducts, well, then they've got this byproduct and they try to figure out what we can do with it and how we can make money. So that's how we wound up with all these chemicals to start with. They put fire retardants on carpets. They put fire retardants on baby mattresses, on baby clothes. And the stuff is so toxic and so poisonous to the body that they've had to remove a bunch of it. I did research again just to update myself, and a lot of the chemicals that are used for the fire retardant are actually banned. It got so bad, people got sued, that the government banned them. But guess what? The article I read said they're just still doing it anyway. Does that kind of look like America today? You just push on and double down, right? Some years ago when I came out here, there was a place close to Bakersfield that was owned by the government. It's a government oil field. It was a naval petroleum reserve from the turn of the century. And it was paying prevailing wage. Prevailing wage means it was paying union scale plus the benefits, but you were not in a union. And that was a really good deal. They worked overtime, and it was a lot of pipeline work. And I got hired on out there to run pipelines and do things, and it was good work. It's about a 30-minute drive from my house. The problem was, all of a sudden they came up and they wanted everybody to wear fire retardant clothing. And I didn't want to do that because I know what's in it. It's not going to kill you at one time, but particularly in the summertime, you get those chemicals next to your skin when you're hot, your pores open up. That is the worst. Now, the summer's about over with here in the United States, but you need to go check out on that, okay? And they started making people wear them. And fire retardant. They're costly. They're carcinogenic. I think they're carcinogenic from what I read. I don't think there's any doubt about it. It's been going on for years. That's what this Maha thing's all about. There's stuff that's been going on for years, and everybody just zipped up because they're making money. So they said, we were going to have to wear these FRs. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. He said, you're kidding me. He said, you make a lot of money. I said, no, I'm not kidding you. And he said, well, why not? I said, because I know too much. The Bible says much knowledge is sorrow of the heart. I know what it does to you. And I liked the job, like you. It was a gravy job, making a lot of money right by the house. And the guy said, we got a 5-year contract. I said, I know. He said, well, how about wearing these coveralls? I said, it's got the same junk in it, doesn't it? He said, yeah. He said, but try it out. So I thought, okay, for the money, I'm going to wear my khaki shirt underneath so the junk's not touching my skin. Well, guess how long that lasted in 115-degree weather? So I wound up having to quit. Everything in this world turns on money. And the fire retardant turns on money as well. Don't take my word for it. You go check it out. Everybody's got to decide for themselves. But I quit a job, probably making $5,000 a week by my house, because I wouldn't wear FR clothing. That's how much I feel about it. I'm Gerald W. Brister. Check it out.